Hey, this is Emanuel. I'm going to try to do a tutorial video for the song Oceans, Where My Feet May Fail by Hillsong United. And I'm going to be showing the version of my cover that I uploaded a few months back. If you haven't seen that video yet, there is a link in the description below. You can click on that and you can watch the video so you can have a better idea of what it is that I'm going to try to show you guys right now. Before I start though, I just want to let you guys know that I only know how to play by ear. With that said, I don't know how to read music. I honestly don't know anything about theory. So you'll be seeing me just say things like, alright, so it's say like a B minor climb to a D major. And then in the D major I might stick in a few notes here and there. I'll just say D major and then maybe just point out the notes, but I don't know what the chords are called. So for any of you guys that know, when you see the keys, if you guys know what they're called, please feel free to just comment them and write them down, and that way if anyone does want to know the names of the chords, then you guys can help me by just posting them on in the comment sections below, and then that way we can just all help each other out, because I honestly can't. I only know everything by ear, and that's the only way I know how to play. So just a heads up in case you see me doing all these chords and just saying it's a D major when really there's a major, ninth, whatever the notes are called. So yeah, so that's the version I'm going to be showing you right now, and yeah, so let's get started. Alright, so the song is in B minor or D major, either or. And yeah, so I'm going to start off by showing you guys the introduction. Now, a lot of people have asked me also what keyboard I've used in that video. And in the video I used a keyboard called, it's the Yamaha KX8, and it's a MIDI controller. This one is the Korg SP500, but in all my videos I use the program Reason, and I'm using the refill for it that's called Reason Pianos Refill. So this is one of those pianos from that refill, and it's a Yamaha, it's called the Cold Clocks. It's similar to the one I used in the video, for those that have been asking. So just to get that clear, that it's not the onboard sounds of the keyboard, it's the sounds coming out of the program. It's called Reason, and it's the Reason Pianos Refill Yamaha Cold Clocks. So without further ado, let's get started. I'll show you guys the introduction as close as I can to the original song that I posted. So here goes the introduction. Alright, so the introduction starts, I started up here in the original song is a little lower, but I started up here and it's a B minor. So for the sake of time, I'm going to try to just slowly show you the keys instead of trying to name each individual note, and then that way this video doesn't really drag on with me explaining note by note. So I'm going to try to play it slowly. So it's a climb from B minor to D major. So this is the first note right here. It's a B minor. Hope you guys can see it on the camera. And then, so this is an A with a D, sorry, with the C sharp bass, I guess you can call it that way. And then a D major. You can add in this note here too. I normally do that, right? Just to fill it up a little bit. And then you go down to the A major. So it's probably like this. Right? And then G major. So again, it goes like this. Then you climb down by doing that there, which is A, G, F sharp. So after the G major chord, you go down. And then as soon as you hit the F sharp, you do this little pattern or movement, which is still a B minor, but you just kind of like go up the scale, so something like this. So again, I'll try to show it to you slower. Right? And then that's the second climb, so that's a combination. It's an A, but it's kind of just drop down this note to the B. And then you do that same pattern or movement when you hit the D major chord. So it'd be like this. Right? So again. So and then the A major chord with the same movement. And then I kind of just hit the G major chord like so. Right? So it's like this. And then I climb down again, A to the F sharp. And that's where I would start the song. So you can rewind the video just to see it again. I'm gonna go straight into the next part, which I believe would be the verse of the song. So I'll show you the melody on the right hand, and then the chords that go along with it on the left, and then the pattern that I use the second time around, which kind of goes. But I'll show you that obviously after. So this is the melody on the right hand. We go something like this. Okay, again. Okay, hope you guys can see that well on the screen there. So again. Now for that part, you can play it like that's just the main notes of the melody. You can add a little. I normally always add little flicks. Which what I mean by that is something like this. So instead of doing this, you can add something like this. So it's like a little roll or flick, whatever you would call it. And then, right, so that part. And then, so you repeat that, I guess it's twice. And then the pre-chorus or the second part to that, to the song after the verse is the part where it goes. Okay, so again, it goes like this. So it's D, B. All right, so again for that part, instead of going right to from D to B, you can do that little flick there. So, and you can do it as you come to the F sharp again too. So you do something like this, something like that, just subtle there, and then. And then again. Something like that. And then the last part there. Okay, so that's the end of that part. And then the chords, obviously, that go with it. So that's the melody on the right hand. Now I'm going to show you the chords on the left hand, which goes something like this when you're playing this part. Right? It goes. Okay, so I hope you guys can see it on the screen. It's B, F sharp, B, C sharp, A, C sharp, and then D, A, D with the E here. Those of you know what that's called. And then you do that same thing when you go down to the A chord, A major, and then to the G major chord. So with the melody, it would sound something like this. You go down to the right, and then for this part, the chords. And you repeat that part on the part where it goes like this. That part there, it's just like a little climb from the bass on F sharp to G. So it's a little stretch on the left hand. It's F sharp, sorry, D and A. So when you land back on that G chord, and then here, it's the same A chord just with the bass on C sharp. So again. And then you hit the B minor, right? All right, so that's the chorus, or that part of the song. Now I'm going to show you the little movement that I use as of that point pretty much in the rest of the song. It kind of goes, it's a mix of coordination, so the right hand, sorry, stays the same, but the left hand, you're doing something like this. Alright, so to kind of slow that down for you, it's kind of just, it's like a very classical kind of movement or pattern. So that part, so you're pretty much playing the same chords here, you're just kind of like going back and forth in the with the notes in the chords. So right, so this is the same chord you played at the beginning at the first part, and then so it's literally the same keys that form the chord. You're just kind of going back and forth in like an arpeggio kind of thing. So, and then before you go to the A, you do something like that. Now, it could get tricky once you obviously start incorporating the right hand. So what I would suggest is, instead of if you're not used to that kind of style or just that kind of coordination with both hands, what I would suggest is just practice one part of the song one bit at a time over and over and over again. So something like this. Stop there and play it again. So and then just play it again. Now it can take some time again if you're not used to it, but your goal is to try to play that as natural as possible, so in that way you don't really have to think about it as much as you are now that you're learning it. Once you get it, it'll just flow, and that's your idea in the end, is to just kind of get that kind of flow and that, flavor out of the music. So again, that's the first part. Alright, the second part. do a little break there, and then when I get to the second part, I kind of just do that same movement on my left hand, but I'm kind of starting lower. So what I mean by that is something like this. Instead of going up here again, what I do is I start off here, so something like this. So right there, I don't play it the same every time, but literally it's just when you do this, I kind of try to find my way back up to that first pattern, but I use the lower keys obviously to just fill it up more because it's that part of the song. So again, so on that part here, you're doing that same note again, just that you're kind of like coming up in the rhythm of the song. Right, so you kind of just roll into it, into the G. So here it's so I'll start off by trying to explain the first part when you start off on the low D here. So alright, so what I do there is, I think it's, let me see. Okay, so I go from D, G, F sharp, A, and then I try to get into that first pattern there. So it's, alright. So I do that, and then right there, it's the A major chord with the bass on C sharp. So what you do is you kind of just strike the notes of the chord in that same pattern. So right there you can color it in a bit by doing something like this. You play those three chords there. That's pretty much how that part goes. The break between that and the second part of the song is just you're playing these chords, the same chords as the introduction, right? And that's where you can actually use that exercise and kind of just practice those chords as you go into the second part of the song. So I can't remember what I did in the video, but it was something like, I guess, so literally it may look overwhelming, but if you know the scale of the chord you're in, which is D, right? So, and you're just playing these chords, just kind of like going back in an arpeggiated kind of form, right? Like I said, I don't know theory, so I don't know if I'm saying all these things correctly, but it's just a matter of just playing with these notes in more of like a rhythmical kind of way as you're playing the song. And then you color it in with, if you're in B minor, you're using these are all notes in that same scale. And this is where you can just literally improvise. You can do this as long as you want before getting into the second part, and it's just a very good way of practicing that movement. And then the second part of the song goes, how does it go? So it goes, alright, So that's before going into that movement again. So again, the chords are B minor on the left hand, and the melody I'll show you the melody first on the right hand, which goes like this. So F sharp, B. Alright, and then the chords are B minor, the G major with the A here, and then D, D major with the E there, and then you can do either the A major chord like this or with the bass on the C sharp here. So again, with the melody, it'd be something like this. Now, that's a movement. You can apply it here as you're playing the melody on the right hand. So again, so you're playing the same chords, just in that arpeggio exercise or movement there. So with the right hand, it would sound something like this. I'll try to play it a little slower so you can get the idea. So it'd be. And in this part, you can go down here and climb up like I did in the chorus on that one part. So it goes something like, let me see. Sorry. Now, in my video, I did do this one part that goes like this. So that part is just the same melody, I guess, on the right hand, just that you're coloring it in with these chords here, or like notes rather. So it'd be something like this. Let me see how it starts. Yeah, so you're kind of using those notes as you're doing that pattern. So it goes something like this. And then you change by doing this. So, how does it go? Sorry, let me play it again. Alright, so after you hit the G, you go to these two notes here, which is GB. And then you do this here. So I'll play it again. As you're doing that movement here, so I'll play it a slower so you can kind of see what I'm doing in each hand. So it'd be something like this. Sorry. Now, that same melody in the right hand, the chords for that change later on in the song. So, if I remember correctly, it goes something like this. So the arrangement of the chords kind of changes a little bit, but it's not that hard. It's really just G and then D on that part, and then either the A major or the one with the bass on C sharp, and then E minor. So you can again do that pattern as you're playing that song. So it'd be something like this. And if you just want to play the chords, it's now you'll probably see me do this a lot in my videos. It's just some ask me that or tell me that it's actually a very big stretch for them. It is really the same notes in the E minor scale in this for this anyways. Instead of playing it this way, I just add in that the minor, what would be the third, so the G, right? It's a little bit of a stretch, but it just kind of like fills in bass wise, at least when you play it that way. So that's why I play that part for that part, or that's why I play the chord for that part of the song. Right? Sorry. Okay, so that's that part, and then forget how it goes into the first part of the song again, but you kind of stay on G, and then you go back to that part that goes. And then same thing. I think at the end of my video, I kind of play that, and then when I finish it off, I kind of do like a scale upwards in that minor scale, but still using the notes in the D major. Just in this, I don't know if I can do each note individually, so. So it's pretty much these chords going up, and then I think I end like this. I think it's or something like that. Anyways, at the end of the song. But yeah, so and then I just finish it off in G. So yeah, hopefully this video, I know I went kind of quick in some parts, it's just for the sake of time. I just don't want this video to drag for too long, but that's basically how I played that song. If you do have any more questions about it, feel free to comment in the comment section below. And yeah, I really hope this video did help. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and share it with your friends. If you know anyone who wants to learn how to play this song or has seen my video and would like to learn how to play it, I hope this video helps you. And yeah, so thanks again for watching, and hopefully I'll be posting more videos soon. Thanks.